everybody. You've got Marcy of the Handmade Harriells here parting the curtains so I can see you, and you've got her in all black, but that's about to change. We're gonna step into my Technicolor closet, otherwise known as New York Narnia, and see where my sewing output has been, because long time no sew. Let's go. I made this Vogue Open Robe in a little hack in this video here so that you could follow along and do the same, because this is one of my very favorite Vogue patterns. It's actually meant to be a dress. It's meant to be closed here, and there are some little threads that I still have not clipped. Comes with the territory, everybody. Let's get into some color, please. Okay, can you tell I can't speak right when I'm not in color? Oh my God, so much better. I mean, yes, I do love this piece, but color. It is not summer at the moment of the filming of this video, so I'm trying to find ways to rock a maxi dress in the colder months. And because of climate change, which is here, I've pulled a few things that actually weren't made in 2022, but work for me, so it's my channel, and I've decided just to start going on a print mixing journey. Yeah, with some florals and some maxis, a little belt here. Let me get a belt for you. Yeah, let's do this belt. Oh yeah, that works for me. Might not work for Rob, the chrome dome half of the Handmade Harriells, who may be making an appearance later in this video, but I love it. The blazer is BHL's by Hand London's the Victoria blazer. I really didn't do the prep work of writing down all the patterns and numbers for you, but I am going to put them up here like a good YouTuber. I love this blazer. I've made a ton of them. Pockets, lapels, a little vent, although I can't remember, did I add the vent or was the vent in the pattern? I'm gonna fact check that for you and put it right here. Next outfit, reveal. I made this dress over the summer when I was shooting a beautiful movie that I cannot wait for you guys to see, called Burst the Silence, in which I play a role I've always wanted to play and maybe do consider myself to be. You'll get the joke when you see the movie. This dress was inspired by that movie. The costume designer gave me a beautiful taffeta dress made of the sunset, and also these Doc Martens, which I got to keep because they go with everything. Everything. I've paired it with my Eye of Ming jacket. I made this jacket by taking odds and ends and bits and pieces of like wool and brocade and yarn and threading it through this great big like yarn tapestry spiderweb thing that I put on the back of like a US Postal Service cardboard box, because USPS, thank you for all of the free priority mailboxes. You know what, maybe I'm gonna do a video on that, because this is so much fun and uses up so much of what you have. Okay, let me just pause on it for a minute there, and you guys tell me, do you want a video on this? Or do you not want a video on this? I can't actually zip this one up all the way. It does, however, fit because I just made it last August for my birthday. I'm a very birthday trumpety person, but we were actually in La Jolla doing a fantastic new musical about Hunter S. Thompson. Another thing that I cannot wait for you all to see. My fingers are crossed that you all do get to see it. This one was hard, y'all. You kind of don't know what you're gonna get when you open that fabric up. What I got on this fabric was a giant rose, sort of every 2 feet. And so I had to do some very interesting cutting and pattern placement. I decided to use the rose motif just on the bodice here, and then use the giant sort of leaf motif, which I thought was running more abundantly through this pattern, right down the front. I almost nixed it several times in anger, but I'm stubborn. Being stubborn really pays off in sewing. Eventually, when I'm done with these dresses, I'm actually gonna raise the camera up and stop trying to do this in like 0.5x and leaning down to talk to you guys, because it's getting a little annoying. This was my disco dress also made over the summer for the Lincoln Center Out of Doors Midsummer Night Swing with the Losers Lounge. We do a disco concert every year, and it's the most glorious thing. Let me get close to the camera again. Let me just squat on the floor here again. Yeah, it was like 104 degrees outside, and so it was the perfect time to do a 2-hour-long disco set with dancing. It was actually awesome. All of New York came, and I like to look at the venues that I'm performing in and make my dress specific to the venue. This venue had this gorgeous midnight deep blue and also this like iridescent blue backdrop and a disco ball that I think they said it was 12 feet wide. And so orange seemed to be the perfect contrast to that. I actually made 2 dresses because we have 2 sets, and in the Losers Lounge, me and my ladies, we switch outfits between sets. No, we're not gonna show up for you in the same outfit. No, not when we have closets. My second outfit was a very little teeny, because it was hot out mini dress. And she's so mini, I don't know where she's gone. But here's a picture of her, and I have enough of this fabric that I think I am going to actually lengthen her into a maxi dress, because on an everyday basis, I'm not really walking around in a mini dress. I'm just not. Okay, just gonna get up, although it is easier to get up from certain positions when you're not wearing 6 yards of wax print. The circles go just about everywhere, and I really wanted to place it so that they were flattering to me. I didn't want pimento eyes on my tatas, which I have been wont to do. I didn't want a giant target on my hoo-ha, which I've been wont to do. I didn't want ovaries. I kind of did that here, but I'm kind of okay with it because look at all the color. Of course, once again, this is not really great for the colder months. What I might do with this is make myself a shirt. Let's just see what happens if we put this on with her. Just for seeing the lines of it, maybe not so much the pairing. Oh, but look. This is now going into heavy rotation. This totally goes together. Again, Rob's not here, so he can't tell me that it doesn't go together. Why don't you tell me below in the comments if you think it goes together? See if I listen to you guys. I probably won't. This is another Vogue 9253 hack. I finally made it into a wrap dress, which I've been wanting to do forever. So this is sort of like a very wide half circle skirt, like very wide. And then the front edge of the half circle skirt, which you would usually use for your center back seam or for your open robe front hack, simply wraps over itself. The whole thing is a wrap dress. I'm not gonna open it up for you and show you the part where it's actually like a wrap dress, because then this would no longer be a PG channel. Isn't she great? You guys remember this one? I did this one in my Shirred video tutorial. What was that you say? It was just a top then? Yes, my friends, it was. It was just a little top that actually just went to here. But after the camera stopped rolling, I added some length. By the way, I just realized that my cord might have been hanging out this whole time while I was twirling for you guys and thinking I looked real cute. Don't worry, I have fired the PA. What are you gonna do? It's hard to find good help when you are a one-woman YouTube show. This technique is actually very, very easy to do. And what it means is you can skip zippers and buttons and all sorts of closures because you've got so much spring in your top or your sleeves or whatever that you can just pull that jammy on. Shirring is a wonderful technique, and you can get into it by just looking right here. And learning along with me. You want me to show you the top that I made in that video? Let me pull the camera up and get a little closer so I can stop getting up and down off the floor, and I'm gonna show you, okay? There you have it. I'm ready for the barbecue, the hoedown. No, I haven't actually worn this top out anywhere. Yes, it was expressly made for the shirring tutorial. It was expressly made for the shirring tutorial video. Sometimes it happens. I don't want to hear about it being wasteful, because if any of y'all learned how to shirr from that there tutorial, then it was worth it. and this cost me about $5. This actually would be a good Halloween costume. See? Always thinking. Always thinking. Now listen, I'm gonna show you another set that I made for a video and that maybe will never see the light of day, but sure was fun to make. And every time you sew something, it is learning. No, let me get out of this tablecloth because I can't even look at myself in this tablecloth. Yeah, this outfit was once again created just for you guys in my 6 minutes of sewing, where you get to watch me sew something from start to finish without me yapping at you all the time. I wanted to test this pattern. It's a vintage reissue because I thought I might teach you guys how to make this pattern on the channel. But I'll tell you what, up here for the top, this inside, this little cape drape right here gets way too finicky for YouTube's attention span. So now this little 2-set lives in my closet rent-free. I might actually repurpose the top half of this, maybe for a little bathing suit cover-up, just a little bit. Oh, I just want to run, you know, to the little stand, the little hot dog stand. Get me a couple hot dogs, like 2 or 3, one with relish, one with mustard, one with ketchup, because I don't like to cross-contaminate the condiments. I like to taste each one on their own, and plus then I get 3 hot dogs. I'm really not into crop tops. I think that I am, which is why I made this next number. To be fair, this actually was not supposed to be a crop top, and to be truthful, this actually is not finished yet. This is a Vogue pattern. I will put the number above once again, and it's supposed to be actually a full-length dress, but I wanted to muslin the bodice first, also known as toiling the pattern. And so I just did the top half of it just to see what the fit was like, and I love it. I love it. Instead of attaching a skirt, I decided I was gonna start toiling some pants. They need some shoes. They did a little height because they're actually much longer than me. Because with wide-legged pants, you want that length to hit like all the way to the floor, so they really elongate your leg, okay? None of this is actually done yet, but it's a little preview. These are either going to become pleats or darts. It could be a choose your own adventure once I finally do finish this pattern. It's got a little side zip. It's got a nice flat back. Well, it's probably not completely flat because I got my mic pack right back here. So pants, pants, pants. These are my airplane pants. Normally I don't pair them with a floral on top, but my airplane shirt is currently dirty because we just got back off the airplane and we're about to get on another airplane, and this is a really good idea to be doing this to my closet right now because it's gonna make it super easy for packing. This is a great pants pattern. My only gripe with it is what I did to it, which is put this extra long just belt on it. Not really the best for airport running around and trying to get out of quickly to go into the bathroom and stuff like that. Next up, a pants pattern that did make me angry and that sent me into making my own pants pattern. These ones made me wanna stick a fork in my eye. This was a McCall's pattern, one of those very easy jammies that had multiple options of what you could do. Things went wrong with this pair of pants. Now that I look at them, actually, this is a cute outfit. I would wear it. I would put a belt with it of some sort. Well, what do you know? I now like this pair of pants. I was really mad at the pattern. This is why don't. Don't be throwing away your stuff because you think you don't like it, because you know what? You might end up liking it someday. You see it, right? You see it. Wait, let me see if you see it better. If I were to do this. Completely Dolores from Encanto. This is a 3-tiered maxi skirt, which you can make along with me in this video right here. And at the time, Instagram was showing me every clip from Encanto in the universe, and I was completely smitten, even though I was listening with the sound off, because I don't like it when Instagram yells at me, even when it's yelling beautiful music at me. It's 3 different kinds of wax print, In the video, you learn how to gather fabric, you learn how to create the tiers, and you know. It's just a fun skirt. Now it's time to journey into fancy land. Oh, come with me. This dress makes me feel like gold. Just gonna say it. The fabric is from Chic Fabrics. It's a beautiful sheer sort of drapey flecked burnout. I started making this dress for New Year's Eve 2021. I was scheduled to perform, but it was canceled due to a little thing called Omicron. So this dress sat in half. I put it on in halves and said, hey babe, look at this dress here that I'm gonna kneel on the floor in and talk to you about for a minute. I should probably finish it. And finish it I did. However, it has not seen the light of day yet at any event because it has just not had the right occasion. But it will. It will. And I will twirl for you in it because you need a twirl in it, and you will just excuse the mic pack that's bulging out from underneath. I still actually have to tack it down like here, so that the slit is actually, you know, covered. Usually when the dress hasn't found the event yet, I don't actually finish it all the way. I leave like 2 or 3 things for the very end, partially because I'm a procrastinator, if I'm honest. Procrastination led me to revamp this dress. This was actually a dress you saw in my 2021 closet video, but which I have changed. Can anybody tell what it is I changed? Say it in the comments if you knew before I did it. I hiked the front of the skirt up and created a seam that just brought the front of the skirt up into sort of a waterfall tier. How did I do this, you ask? I did it by standing in the mirror with the dress on and hiking the dress up and down and pinning it until I got to where I thought it looked right. And if it doesn't feel right, that's what your seam ripper is for, okay? I might be taking a seam ripper to this next dress. I know you love it. I mean, I think that you love it. I love it, and I'm really on the fence about what I want to do with it. First of all, this little area here, just right here, yeah, that needs some camouflaging because I just didn't have quite enough fabric, even though it's a wax print cut, and I had 6.5 yards of fabric to play with. There's like a scalloped edge on it. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on in this dress. Yeah, so I ran out of fabric. It needs a belt. This is some 1970s vintage goodness from my father-in-law, like it was made for it. Here's the thing with this dress. There's 3 tiers in this dress. 1, 2, and 3. This second tier right here, the print doesn't flow along the side. You see? It just gets cut. Whereas the top tier and the bottom tier flows really nicely. I'm thinking about removing that middle tier and making it into a shorter dress all the way around. I had to practice a lot of patience for this next one. I had to create a look completely head to toe in black. Head to toe. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't really do black. However, I am honored to be the star singer for the Mark Morris Dance Group for their world premiere work, an evening-length work called The Look of Love, with music by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. I would be the Dionne Warwick of the evening. It's crazy beautiful music. It's crazy hard music. It's about an hour straight of singing, and I do it in concert black. So I put my big girl pants on, and I made some black. Let's get into it. There she is. She is very black, and she also does not fit anymore. Whenever I do a show, I lose a couple of inches from stress. I want to showcase the blackout curtains that I used for the lining of the dress because I didn't have enough black fabric and because I only had black sheer fabric. This dress was made in 48 hours over a weekend, and it almost killed me because it's very black, but Rob does love me in black.
I do love you in black.
You do love me in black.
It looks good.
Could you do me a favor and just tie the back in a bow there? Because I couldn't get it without you.
You're showing people your microphone.
I know. It's been happening the entire time, to be honest with you. Let's see. Did you do well?
I think it will. It's droopy bow.
The word is drapey, Rob. It's drapey.
You know, all this talk of black, it made me think of black tie.
Black tie, you say?
And that made me think of tuxedo.
Tuxedo, you say?
Jacket that you were promising me 4 years ago.
Okay, here's the thing. Rob wants a full canvas jacket. That means no fusible. That means hours upon hours upon hours of pad stitching, interfacing. It means a lot. So here's what I would like. Here's what I would like from you guys.
4 years.
Your advice on where we might obtain a high quality, full canvas suit for this man of discerning tastes. Because you know what? I do sew for this man.
Sometimes.
In fact, sewed a black tie. In fact, he has shorts in there.
She did sew an actual black tie.
He's got pants in there. You've got a whole lot of things. This side of the closet right here, you haven't seen it yet. That's his side of the closet. And I believe you threw down and said it was fabulous, didn't you?
My closet?
Yeah.
It is fabulous.
Well then, don't you think we should show the people your side of the closet?
No.
We're gonna do that.
No.
We're gonna do that in the coming
don't want
weeks.
that.
We're gonna show you his side of the handmade closet, the things that I've made for you lovingly.
You have, lovingly.
And that don't you want the people to see them and admire them?
Well, they've seen them. We've always taken pictures of them,
Yeah,
haven't
but
we?
we're gonna do it in like succession, like I just did here in succession, right?
I don't know what you did, but sounds...
It was a lot. You're not gonna enjoy doing it, but it's gonna be great.
What she said.
Peace out, everybody.
Emphasis on peace.
Bye. You better go start folding some clothes.